Thank you very, very much for your kindness and your thoughtfulness in allowing me to join the joy and the excitement of today, one of the most memorable days in your young lives, the day when you graduate from college. Kahapon, ginmarcha na naman ako sa ospital. Kagusto nila, yang pasudron ako dito. So I said, are you mad? Are you crazy? I am going to the university with one of the highest IQs in the whole Philippines. The West Visayas State University. Langga ko ginining eskwelahan nga ni kay sa eskwela ko na sa high school. Pero may kami kakadto ni blan mo katuro amon building kani nga dalagan kami diri kay pasilong. Pagkatapos sa buong, nabudlayan ako mag-diskurso diri kay init-init dira. Ano yan himuon taman? Siguro pagbalik ko sa Manila, sumbagon ko na naman tanan ng mga senador kapag awat kwarta mo nang iniktago kapatindog. Iniktago kapatindog sa covered court, yabe. Balaan ko gina. Kadamo, kung ano kadamo kanida nila, kung ano kadamo ang kinapangawat nila. Balaan ko nga, bago lang ka mo nagtapos ang college, no? Pero kung tani, tugangan ko pa ang natulaan ninyo. But I have to say it in Tagalog. In my approaching old age, I'm now supposed to share with you what life has taught me. And in the end, to calculate for you the meaning of life. Sa muna, kadagan-dagan man ako diri para yumalang sa inyo. So kung nitigulang na ako, ganyan balik na ako, kay tutuan ko mo kung ano ang kasayuran sa ato nga pangabuhi. From where I am now, I find that these conundrums are easily answered. They may seem like complex problems to you, but now from my advantage of old age, my answers are very simple. What does life teach us? First, life teaches us that whether we perceive it as predestined or as random, hindi ba lang tanan-tanan na destino na o kung why lang na intindihan do kagabunan sa tanan. But whether you perceive life as predestined or as random, life is beyond any person's control. That is what I have learned. Bisa na noon mo pa, hindi mo kontrola, bilog mo ka pangabuhi. Gani nga, gusto na lang na magsagad ka, kagahon lang magsagad ka kasingitan da sa Senado, at least, nabuyaw-yaw mo na lang sila. Kaya ba hindi mo kontrola eh. Second, your question is, what is the meaning of life? Nga, yung bata, pag kita, ano yung balang kabatuoran na nungkod sa pangabuhi? What is the meaning of life? You all want to succeed in your career. Then you want to buy your own house, buy your first car, marry your first spouse. But after that, you have to ask yourself, what for is all this? There is no meaning to life. The meaning of life is what you choose it to mean. Pili kay mo yay kung anong gusto mo. Butang mo da ang meaning sa imong life. Put the meaning in your life that you wish. So you have a choice. The meaning of life is what you choose to make it mean. In making your choice when you reach my age, your journey becomes an affirmation of the warning that life is a consequence of our moral choices. Life is a consequence of our moral choices. Meron nagkadto sa politika, kuya gana. Pero nagpasakit tatay ko, gani nga, napilitan ako balik diri sa panwa ko. Sili ko, Daddy, ano ba bilin mo sa akon? Katanan kahimo ko na. Sige, Hinday, kanugon sa edukasyon mo. Nag-eskwela ka pili mo sa Iloilo National High School. Mga utod mo, nag-graduate sa West Visayas State University. Di masilbi ka galiin mo ya, sa ibang nga mga pulusod ya. Abi, magbalik ka. Amo na nga nagbalik ako. Amo na nga ginapag-away kung sila tanan sa gobyerno. Man mga artista, mga gago. Kung nabalaan, walang mga away, man lang gali ako, kung diwain ako mag-doctorate. So kung hindi pa kami, kung tanin ito, una lang ako sa martial arts, natudlog na sa dali ko. Hindi Di ka mahadlok sa ila, hindi sila mag-alam sa imo ha. Kung magkuha na sila sa entrance exam sa West Visayas State University, sigurado ko bagsak din na sila. The problem of evil. As professionals in a small developing state, remember we're a tiny, tiny state. You'll be living in an environment of poverty and corruption. I will deal separately and then I will deal first with poverty and with corruption. These two features constitute the problem of evil. You wonder what is the meaning of the problem of evil? That is the meaning. Corruption and poverty. Ang pwede nga pagpangabudlay sa kabuhi. Ang pagpangawat. Balaan kung hindi kung sino kapangawat dito sa Iloilo mo. Isa pa ka speech, kay listahon ko sila isa-isa. Amo lang damdamon nyo, mas dako ang proyekto, mas dako ang kickback nila. Nasilaw ka mo, nga magsiling-siling ka mga, wow, dako proyekto niya, silinday mo, nagpatindog sa kumusing amo niya, nagpatindog sa kumusing amo na. Balaan mo, kung gaming ang proyekto niya, wala siya sang kickback. Kung dako ang proyekto niya, dako man ang kickback niya. Ina ang kamatuoran. For example, the 10 billion peso pork barrel scam is definitely a problem of moral evil. This is moral evil. We're not talking of virtual reality. This is the real world. Amo na yung kinahalinan. Sa kabudlayan, sa atong mumuluyo, ang papangawat sa kwarta sa gobyerno. Nga nag-graduate pa ako nga valedictorian sa Iloilo Provincial National High School. Nga nag-graduate pa kam laude ang ako utod diri sa West Visayas State University. Kung hindi man lang kami magatubang sa aton nga problema. The real problem of poverty is the problem of corruption. Sa magkaranon sining pungsod nga ni kadamo sa ingol diri, ang mga suki ko sa public market kung yun ako kapaninda adlaw sa una, imol man gihapon. Kapaninda mo siya gihapon. Super Typhoon Yolanda was a natural evil, but corruption is a moral evil. We can see that human evil can be defined as the suffering which results from morally wrong human choices, especially when the moral wrong is of an extreme kind. It is not difficult to identify the sources of evil in our society, but there are two sources that I will deal with this afternoon. The first source of evil in Philippine society is self-interest. Mga dalok-dalok, ano abi? Every day, many people pursue their self-interest at the expense of others. However, self-interest becomes a moral evil when selfish politicians make our people suffer in hunger and in poverty. Another major source of evil lies in what I would call a failure in moral imagination. There are many psychopaths in Congress, but they're unable to imagine the sufferings that they cause on millions of Filipinos who are poor. Let me give you one example. In the present pork barrel scandal, the most guilty are not only the senators and representatives, but also the executive officers of the so-called implementing agencies, which could be a department, an agency, or a local government unit. Under the Government Procurement Reform Act, the choice of the NGO is subject to competitive bidding through negotiated procurement. But, as you are all beginning to see in the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, publicly televised proceedings, the problem in the past arose because the senator or the congressman insisted to the head of the implementing agency that the service or supply contract should be given to the legislator's chosen supplier or contractor, from whom the legislator got a kickback of as high as 50%. Bisan mainit kung tali pasensyahan nyo na lang, amo ni ang pagpangawat sa pork barrel. Nasubong dakok na skandalo sa aton nga banwa. Sa aton nga layi, sa aton nga budget, ang kada congressman may pork barrel na siya kada tuig na 70 million pesos. Ang senador may 200 million pesos. Di, ginahatag na nila sa katawag na implementing agency, such as the various departments of government. Pagkatapos, sang nahatag na sa implementing agency, ginahatag sa kontraktor. Nabutang ginaya sa aton nga layi, nga kung ihatag mo na gani sa kontraktor, kinanglan ang paghatag sa kontrata sigon sa ginatawag nga public bidding, public auction, or negotiated process. Kita mo diri sa Iloilo, kung sino yung kasunod-sunod sa buli sa mga politiko diri, amo na sila ang mga kontraktor. Nga ginahatag ang mga kontrata kadako-dako, daang bilyong piso, dahil ang kickbacks nila ganon din kalaki. Yan ang sistema natin dito at sa iba pang probinsya ng ating bansa. Ganon sila magnakaw ng pera. Kunwari malaki na project, pero kung ano-kaano kalaki ang proyekto na iyon, wala nang public bidding. Wala kayong chance na maging contractor o supplier kayo. Kundi ka ginariglagan na nila, kay man inang ginatagan sa kontrata, mahatag na sa iya sa kwarta, pagkampanya na. Ganibantayan yung pag 2016. Dili lang sa Iloilo, damo na mga dalagan, kay dako ang mga projects nila. Amo nang pagkaibalon nyo, kung sino ang mga gago. The executive officers of many of these implementing agencies, such as the Technology Resource Center, National Agribusiness Corporation, and National Commission on Muslim Filipinos, appear to be equally guilty of the crime of plunder or malversation committed by the lawmaker who exerted pressure to give a contract to one specific supplier or contractor. Accordingly, I shall file a resolution from the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee to expand the scope of its present inquiry with the pork barrel scam so as to include implementing executive officers of implementing agencies. Liputon ko na lang ni kanaluoy, nakita ko sa inyo. The problem of poverty. I define as poor, according to the United Nations, as anybody whose income is below $1 a day. $1 is about 45 pesos. Kung income mo is below 45 pesos, according to the UN definition, then you are a poor person. Today in the whole world, there are 1.2 billion people who live in poverty. Kung imol ka, part ka sa 1.2 billion. The poor people live in Sub-Saharan Africa and in South Asia. In 2000, 189 members of the UN adopted the 8th Millennium Development Goals designed to alleviate poverty and improve the quality of life within their borders. And then finally, I will now go to the problem of the brain drain. Sino sa inyo nagabala, nagapanumdum, nga makadto kami sa ibang nga pungsod pag maghimo na lang ka mga overseas contract workers. Kung mo nang imo desisyon, hindi mo na ko kabasol, kay why man sa maayo-ayo nga obra diri sa aton nga probinsya, kung bisan gani makadto ka sa Manila. But, as intelligent graduates, let me just give you a certain points that bother me. Here are key points I want you to toss around in your educated brain. Bullet. The Philippines has borne some of the costs of educating you. If you go abroad, our country will lose the tax revenues from your incomes. Bullet. If you emigrate, and particularly when you're a teacher, you could be depriving younger Filipinos of your guidance and stimulus. Those who could become your assistants will no longer be able to do so after you depart. Bullet. The brain drain poses the problem that people who move out of the country are mostly those who are trained and skilled, and leaving behind the unskilled and the semi-unskilled. Bullet. If you leave, your departure will impact internal income distribution because professionals who emigrate imply that they would stay if their salary differentials were raised. If our society gives them higher salaries, they would reinforce the egalitarian income distribution. Bullet. The brain drain is external because Filipinos live for abroad, but the brain drain is also internal because the professionals prefer to practice in the cities and often disregard the needs of rural areas. Kabudlay gid maghalin sa imol. Amo nang kapag kasugid kami amon ang maglutod. Kay daw bisan gani pagkaon mo halos-halos ka makasarang. Sa mentras, ang mga pangawat ng kwarta sa Metro Manila, So, grabe ang mga lifestyle nila. Mga mango, pero nag-eskwela sila sa mga exclusive schools. Exclusive, kagataas ang tuition fees. Kagagarbos ang lifestyle nila. Pero may sila kakadto abroad. Why sila mag-eskwela abroad? Kung kakadto lang sila sa nagsenador na sila nag-congressman sila, kahit pangawat sila nga pangawat sa kwarta nga ilan. Tapos, 5-star hotels pa, ginaistaran nila. Abe, anong klaseng usod di man? Gama-suicide ako. I would define corruption as the abuse of public roles or resources for private benefit. In other words, using public funds for private profit. That is corruption. Ang problema sa atong nga pungsod, kay wala. Sa maiso, kung magbato, sa nagapalangawat, hamak mo halimbawa mo, kung congressman, may 20 million a year siya. May 70 million a year siya. What is 10% of 70 million? Di 7 million? O, kung disente na ganin siya nga makawat pero disente, 10% lang kinakawat niya. So what is 10% of 70 million? 7 million. O, 7 million, ato ni naging bawat na buwis, ginakuha yan ang iyaya, pag-atag sa pork barrel siya. Kapin pa ang senador, kaya senador, dako ang nila pork barrel. Ang pork barrel sa senador, 200 million. Kadamuan sa pork barrel ko, gibutan ko dili sa syudad. Pero mga gabing-gabing lang nga proyekto, kahit 200 billion malang na, iraptahon mo pa na sa bilong kapungsod. Pero, bisan sa 10% lang, anong 10% sa 200 million? Di 20 million. 6 years kang senador. 20 million times 6, di 180 million. Kung magdalagan ka para re-election, may kapital ka na 180 million. Amo na kung may incumbent dira sa imo nga distrito, hindi mo na siya madaog, kay mandako, tamo na yan ang pangawat niya ng kapital niya. Kagte, kung magdaog na siya, mangawat na siya doble pa. Para nga, nakita na lang atong gipagapital niya. Amo na ang kinanglan, islan talaga naton ining sistema nga ni. Why ko akon kaya mag-eskwela? Sa akon lang yung kwarta, man wala kami kwarta Kundi nga, nag-eskwela ko akon yan sa bilog ng kalibutan, kailangan mo ko yung fellowship at scholarship, kaging pangabudlayan ko na iya. Amo ng problema natin, subong sa aton, hindi ko tabadaan mo. Kung di mapalitan ng aton na sistema, bisa na mo na nga maalam ka mo, hindi ka mo magalasenso. Balaan mo, this is the age of the idiot. Corruption is the great evil of Philippine society today because it does the following. Bullet. It harms economic growth. Number 2, it discourages foreign investment. Number 3, it increases bureaucratic delays. Number 4, it diverts expenditures from social services toward large projects such as construction that offer large bribes. Liwat. Corruption diverts expenditures from social services, education, healthcare for the poor, housing. Yan ang social services. But diverts it from those social services to large projects such as construction that offers large bribes. Gani nga mag-andambid ka mo. Basta nga may aral na dako nga proyekto, diri sa probinsya sa Iloilo, dako man sina ang kickback niya. Tandaan nyo na. Kaya dapat inakwarta nga na data ito inabulik sa inyo sa pag-eskwela nyo, halimbawa, o kung pagpa-hospital nyo, o kung pagpa-patindog balay. Kay mga maalam ka mo subong, abi pa nung duman nyo ina. No matter what your inclination, no matter what your profession, I challenge you, stop corruption right here, right now. Nga nga magsagal pa ko lecture sa ibang na probinsya about anti-corruption. Dito sa akong na probinsya, naintindihan ko kito anong paladagan dali. Amra mo ito galintra dali sa mga internal politics sa sulod sang aton nga probinsya kung sa aton nga syudad. Because the way that politics is being played out in our country is a paradigm for politics in the whole country. Our politics is run on the money that is illegally obtained from the taxes that our people pay. The Happy Life. Actually, ang team ko sa buong kagabi, no, paano ka magkalipay sa pangabuhi mo? First, to reduce poverty, then reduce corruption, and then, and only then, can you try to be happy. What is the meaning of happiness? I will define happiness as any action that promotes the good spirits and lightheartedness of the general public. But happiness depends not only on the quantity, but also the quality of pleasures. Dito yung mga politiko sa Metro Manila, kapag kasadya lang sila yan, daw kagabi-gabi. Bawa kalaon sila sa mga 5-star restaurants. Isa kakaon nila, mga 3,000 mo. Isa lang katao. Kaya man formal, sila nga formal, tinaglabayaran mo pa. Pagkatapos ng gabi, kakaladto sila sa mga concerts sila nga malahalon. Nadawala lang yan sa mga email sa atong pungsod, ha? But as I said, as intelligent people, you should realize that happiness depends not only on the quantity, padamo-damo. May isa ganing ka kontra, ay yung asawa nagsiling niya sa TV, 38 gid niya ang kirida niya. Ginatubang ko sa Senado, tudlok ko yan, si ikaw imo yan, kung ano nga binutik na hambal mo, ikaw imo yan, 38 kirida mo. Amo-amo gina siya sa huli, nagwa sa TV ang asawa niya, sige gusto na. But I return to my topic of happiness. I would like you to be happy. I am generally a happy person, notwithstanding that I sound so frustrated. That's because I know there are so many intelligent people. I wish you could have all the scholarships and the fellowships that very kind-hearted people helped me to obtain during my own journey through life. So that eventually we can reach what we call the concept of happiness. I believe it is wrong to think that happiness is a series of unrelated experiences. Akala, dumdumin nyo, masadyang pangabuhi kay may kuntisa, may masadya diri, may masadya dira. Tikon, kung ganon mo sila, tikon yung masadya. But, on the contrary, happiness is an ordered whole characterizing an entire life. The road to happiness is the pursuit of specific goals, pursuant for their own sake, such as knowledge, artistic and cultural activity, or moral goodness. Hindi na uso subong ang moral goodness. Uso na subong ang mga pagwapo-wapo, pangirida, bakal sa mga auto, bakal sa damo-damo nga mga balay, pakadto abroad nga kung ay man ginahimo kundi nga na turista. But when you pursue professional success, I wish for you to strive for this goal so that your life will be happy. There are two concepts of happiness. The first concept is hedonistic. It identifies happiness with pleasure. Basta sadya, malipay na kita. The second concept is eudaimonistic. That comes from Aristotle. Eudaimonia. It identifies happiness as the objective characteristic of a person's life. This kind of happiness arises from the idea of fulfillment and the idea of self-realization. That is what I've come here to tell you. Real happiness at the end of life is the concept or the belief that you have fulfilled yourself as educated minds and that you have realized yourselves and justified the love and the affection and sacrifices made for you by your parents and your teachers. Let me leave you with a description of happiness, or eudaimonia, given by Aristotle, which is what I wish for you above all. May you fulfill your instinctively human potential by using both practical and theoretical reason throughout your entire life. May you find happiness, meaning your well-being, in the full realization of your human potential, especially in rational activity, exhibiting excellence. And so, let me conclude by sharing with you a wish for happiness that I learned when I was studying in Dublin in Ireland. This is an Irish prayer. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind ever be at your back. May the good Lord keep you in the hollow of his hand. May your heart be as warm as your hearthstone. And when you come to die, may the wail of the poor be the only sorrow you will leave behind. May God bless you always. Good luck.